Well, Nick, how do you feel after that? The emotion, how do you feel?
Yeah, it's obviously a lot to dissect. Feels like a very long day with the weather, the stop-start nature of the day. I think they did fantastically to get us the game in, but yeah, it's a real tough pill to take to be on the wrong end of that.
You and Ali all got the innings off to a really good start, 106 for 1 after 22 overs. That was the first of the rain breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. The rain breaks definitely halted our momentum and innings slightly. It was always quite tough to know how hard to go with how Duckworth-Lewis affects things down the line and how many overs we might have. But with all that being said, I thought Ali played exceptionally and they bowled really well at death. We probably ended up being 15-20 short of where we would have liked, but I still think then going back out to field, the revised target of 188 off 27 overs, I still backed us to do the job. And yeah, we were on course to do it really, but for a few big blows at the end of the innings, which is the fine margins of sport. And yeah, it's part of the game really. I thought the boys were exceptional. Scott Curry was sensational. 5 for in those conditions in that game was amazing. And yeah, I think all the lads can hold their heads up really high.
Yeah, Scott Curry's penultimate over. They needed 21 off 12. They actually hit 8 and he picked up Brooks, Taylor and Jones in that over. That was an incredible over, wasn't it?
Sensational over, and you know, it's great that he is gaining experience in bowling these big overs. He's shown it in 100 now. It's obviously with an England call-up. There's a huge future for Scott ahead of him in white ball cricket for sure, and yeah, he's turning into quite a player.
That last over they needed 13. They won it with 2 balls to spare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare situation for any bowler. You're a little bit disappointed that actually in the end Worcestershire won it as easy as they did.
Well, it wasn't really easy because it was a catch on the boundary, which, you know, had Abbo not falls over there, then they need 4 off 2. So they obviously got off to a good start in the over with a 6, which puts them on the front foot. But you know, it takes some real bottle to grab that ball, and Bradley Wheel never ever shirked away from it. So I'm incredibly proud of him. It's a tough thing to do to try and bowl at the death, and all those bowlers stood up today, and yeah, they were very easy to throw the ball to.
You're here for the second time in 3 years as a losing captain in a final. Does that make it even harder to take?
Yeah, it's different circumstances. Last time it felt like it really we gave it away almost. I think today there are a lot of uncontrollables which out of our control. I think we lost a big toss, and it's always easy for the batting side to bat with less overs, 10 wickets in hand. So we were always up against it as a result of that, but you know, credit to this side, we still managed to nearly get through towards the end, and yeah, I still had us down as favourites going into that last over. So it's part of sport, and it is what it is, but yeah, it does hurt.
And even harder because T20 finals day last week, lost in the final of that one, and here we are 7 days later, losing another one.
Yeah, I think as a club, you can only get to these finals, and teams who win the most things, they also lose the most finals. So it's whichever way you want to look at it. If you're going to win trophies, you're going to lose some big games along the way. It just happens to be that we've lost 2 in a week, but you could be like a lot of other sides and be sitting at home having a beer and playing for nothing. So yeah, we'll dust ourselves down, but it's great for the club that young players, Maisie, guys like that, you know, Eddie Jack didn't play today, but he's played some big games for us. These guys are getting experience in big games, and I think you see someone like Scott come through this side, it does accelerate your development. So it's big things and big signs for the club moving forward, and it is what it is.
Just finally on the positive, you're the One Day Cup player of the season with the most runs. Does that give you some comfort?
No, absolutely none whatsoever. Yeah, it is. You know, it is what it is. We'll come again next season. Season after, we'll keep coming for this competition until we get over the line. So yeah, thank you to all the support. We're sorry we couldn't get it done on this occasion, but we'll keep coming.